Well, the son of Nashville police chief wanted for reportedly shooting and injuring two Laverne police officers on Saturday is dead. Peyton Kennedy live from the Edge Hill neighborhood where the multi-day manhunt ended. She spoke with the neighbor who witnessed it all. Peyton, good morning.
Blake, good morning. Yeah, police pursuit ended here on 15th Avenue South after John Drake Jr. crashed a car he reportedly stole at gunpoint and ran into a shed behind this home. Metro Police say just after 6 p.m. last night, Drake Jr. approached people at a home on Antioch Pike and asked them for a ride. When they said no, we're told he demanded their Chrysler at gunpoint and drove away in it. Now you're looking at video of that Chrysler after police spotted it in South Nashville, pursued it, and it crashed here in Edge Hill. Now this is the shed Drake Jr. reportedly hid in afterward. The TBI says authorities heard a muffled gunshot from the shed and found Drake Jr. dead inside from what appeared to be a self-inflicted wound. A chaotic night in this neighborhood. I spoke with Dimple Blackman, who lives next door to the scene and was home at the time. She told me she heard a commotion, looked outside her window, saw the crashed car and a sea of police. She says an officer came to her door and told her to find somewhere secure in her home, then later told her she had to leave and stand at the church across the street because it was unsafe to stay inside.
Nothing like this happened in this neighborhood. We was up close, all in the dark about like what's really going on. As long as I got my two dogs that stay inside the house with me, and I got my little camera in my house, I can see everybody, and all my doors are locked up. I got a 6-foot fence. I'm not worried about jumping in my fence.
Drake Jr.'s apparent suicide is now under investigation by the TBI and the district attorney's office. We've reached out to all the parties involved for statements, and we'll keep you updated as we hear back. Live in Nashville, Peyton Kennedy, News 2.
I'm Allie Link at the WKRN.com alert desk. Chief Drake just releasing a statement following the death of his son, John Drake Jr. It reads in part, quote, "I am grateful to the members of law enforcement, including many officers from this department, who worked diligently since Saturday to locate my son and bring him into custody. It was my prayer that no harm would come to him or anyone else. I am heartbroken and saddened by the outcome. I appreciate the condolences and kind words of support as my family and I privately mourn our loss." And of course, as more updates come into our newsroom, we'll keep you updated throughout News 2 at 11, as well as on our website. That's WKRN.com.
All right, thanks, Allie. This morning, we're also hearing from Mayor Freddie O'Connell on John Drake Jr. He told us he had checked in with Police Chief John Drake when everything began unfolding last night. He has not spoken with him since Drake's death, but is sending prayer to the chief's family.
I have family that have gone through similar experiences where, as parents, you look and you say, we've done all the things we knew to do, and you might wind up with a child, a sibling, who, despite everyone's guidance, wrapping arms around, doing all the things that we try to do as families and in our social networks, and you still wind up with someone who is so deeply troubled that they cannot stay out of trouble. But my heart goes out to Chief Drake and his family, and I know this has been a tough moment for law enforcement personnel as well.
And you can find our previous reporting on this situation at WKRN.com.